For today's lesson, we are going to take a look at systems of equations word problems. So remember that we discussed the three methods, which are elimination, substitution, and graphing. Remember, any of these three methods will work when solving word problems. So this is SOL 8.4, D, and E. More specifically, E, the student will solve practical problems involving equations and systems of equations. Learning target, I can determine the best method for solving a system of equation. I can solve practical problems involving equations and systems of equations. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is define our variables. We're going to write our system. We're going to solve our system either using graphing, substitution, or elimination, and then label your answer. So the important piece of that is when we looked at systems, the solution was an ordered pair. All right, so now applying it to word problem, we then have to look at what does the X mean in my ordered pair? What does the Y mean or represent in my ordered pair? So that's what it means by label your solution. All right. So the first example says, the school drama club hosted a spring musical. The club charged $3 per child and $5 per adult. A total of 374 tickets were sold, raising $1,524. How many child and how many adult tickets were sold? All right. So the first thing we want to do is define our variables. So what are we talking about here in this word problem? I'm going to use my highlighter for a part of this. All right. We're talking about the child's tickets, and we're talking about adult tickets. All right. So the first thing we want to do is define our variable. So I'm just going to use X and Y, but you can definitely use C, you can use A, but remember, if you're going to use graphing as your method, you have to use X and Y for the Desmos calculator. So I'm going to label X as child's tickets or children's tickets, and Y for adult tickets. All right. So the next part is to write your system. So what key information do we need to know? So it told us that they charged $3 per child's ticket and they charge $5 per adult. We know that they sold 374 tickets and they raised a total of $1,524. All right, so let's look here. So we know that they sold a total of 374 tickets. So I know that my children's ticket or child's ticket plus an adult ticket, they total 374. So the number of children's tickets, the number of adults tickets total 374 tickets. Now we can also see that it says it charged $3 per child and $5 per adult. All right. So we have 3x plus 5y, and they raised the total of $1,524. All right. So now from that information there, we have our system. Again, we can use substitution, elimination, or graphing. All right. For this particular example, I'm going to go ahead and use substitution. So now I'm going to follow that third step of solving. All right, so for me, I'm going to use substitution since my first equation, both my x and y have a coefficient of 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and simply solve for y. So I have x plus y is equal to 374. I'm going to subtract x from both sides. And I get y is equal to negative x plus 374. Now I'm simply going to plug that in for y. So I have 3x plus 5 times negative x plus 374 is equal to 1524. All right, so our first step, we're going to use the distributive property. So I have 3x. I'm going to distribute my 5. So 5 times negative x becomes negative 5x, excuse me. I have 5 times 374 which gives me 1870. And then last but not least, we're going to leave our 1524 the same. All right. Now we're simply just going to combine like terms. So we have 3x, a positive 3x, and a negative 5x, which when I combine them gives me a negative 2x, plus 1870 is equal to 1524. I'm going to subtract 1870 from both sides. All right, so I have 1870. Actually, I have 524 minus 1870, which gives me 346. A negative 346, make sure you make that negative. Divide that by 2, and we get that x, or divided by negative 2. So let me actually show that step there. I like to show each step. I'm going to use this space over here. So I get that x is equal to 173. All right. So now we're trying to figure out, we know that x is equal to 173. So now we have to figure out our y. So using this first equation, or you could use the second. My preference is to use the first, but it's based on your preference on what you want to use. I have 173 plus y is equal to 374. Excuse me. Yes, 374. Thought I said that wrong. All right. So now in order to get y by itself, I'm going to subtract 173 from 347. And I get, oops, I don't know where my line went to. I get y is equal to 201. All right. So we get this coordinate point of, or we get this ordered pair. We get an x term and a y term. So we get the ordered pair of 173, 201. What does that mean in context of the problem? And I'm going to write it over here too. All right. So it's not just simply our x and our y. What do they represent? All right. Since we have x is 173. So that tells us that 173 children or child's tickets were sold. And 201 adult tickets sold. All right, so that's what we mean by putting it in context of the problem, relating it back to the real world scenario that we were given. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the next example. So we're going to follow the same exact thing or steps. All right. Jimmy went to the local convenience store 2 days this week on his way home from school. On Tuesday, he bought 2 candy bars and 1 soda and spent $3.26. On Thursday, he bought a candy bar and 2 sodas and spent $2.68. Find the cost of 1 candy bar and the cost of 1 soda. All right, so again, we need to define our variables. Again, I'm going to go ahead and label x and y. Of course, you can use C for candy or S for soda. But in this situation, I'm going to use X for candy and Y for soda. All right. So looking here, it says on Tuesday, he bought 2 candy bars and 1 soda and spent $3.26. All right. So we have 2X plus 1y is equal to 326. On Thursday, he bought 1 candy bar and 2 sodas and spent $2.68. All right, so we have x plus 2y is equal to 268. All right, so again here, you could graph this in the Desmos graphing calculator, or of course graph by hand. You can also use elimination here, but again, I'm going to use substitution because again, I see I have my x by itself. So looking at the second equation, my x has a coefficient of 1. So the first thing I'm going to do when solving is go ahead and solve my second equation for x. I'm going to subtract 2y from both sides. Then I get x equals negative 2y plus 2.68. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. So I have 2 times negative 2y plus 268 plus y is equal to 326. All right. I'm going to now distribute my 2. All right. So I get negative 4y plus 536 plus y is equal to 326. Combine like terms, I get negative 3y plus 536 is equal to 326. Subtract 536 from both sides. I get negative 3y is equal to negative 2.1. I'm going to add that 0 since all of my other numbers or decimals are in the hundreds place. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 3. And I get that y is equal to 0.70. All right. So now I'm going to plug that in to figure out what my y value is. I'm going to go over here in this purple area because I ran out of space. All right. So we have x plus 2 times 0.70 is equal to 268. We're going to distribute first. So we have x plus 1.40, because again, we're multiplying 0.70 times 2, and that's still equal to 268. Gonna subtract 140 or $1.40 from both sides. I get x is equal to 1.28. All right. So now we have to put this in context of the problem. All right. So we get the ordered pair, if we were to graph this, of 1.28 and 0.70. And what does this tell us? This tells us that a candy bar, since we label candy as our x, candy bar cost $1.28, and a soda cost 70 cents. All right. Let's take a look at the third example. So what I want you to do, using and applying the knowledge that you've learned not only from this lesson and the 2 previous examples, but your knowledge of systems of equations. And I want you to go through this word problem, define your variable, write your system, solve your system, and then label your answer. All right. Glow Candle, or Glowing Candles, is hosting a 1-day sale on Saturday. The first promotion allows customers to purchase 6 small candles and 2 large candles for $28. Another promotion allows customers to purchase 2 small candles and 6 large candles for $36. What is the promotional price of 1 small candle and of 1 large candle? All right. So what they're trying to get us to answer here is the promotional price of 1 small candle and 1 large candle. So the first thing we have to do is define our variables. So I'm going to have x equals small candle and y equal the large candle. All right, so now we're going to write our system. So the first promotion tells us that 6 small candles, and 2 large candles cost $28. All right. So I have 6x plus 2y is equal to 28. The second promotion says that I can get 2 small candles and 6 large candles for $36. All right. So I have 2x plus 6y is equal to 36. All right. So again, it doesn't matter which method you use, whether you graph the system or use elimination or use substitution. So for here, I'm going to go ahead and use elimination. All right, so again, it's whichever method is easiest for you. All right, so using elimination, I'm going to go ahead and multiply one of my equations by a number. So looking here, I have 6x and 2x, 2y, and 6y. So I want to get rid of, for me, I'm going to get rid of my x terms. So I'm going to multiply this second equation here by 6. Excuse me, not by 6, by 3. Excuse me, I'm trying to get 6. So I'm going to multiply it by 3. So my new equation becomes 6x plus 18y is equal to 108. All right. So now using elimination, I have 6x plus 2y equals 28. And I have 6x plus 18y equals 108. Since my coefficients have like terms, or not like terms, excuse me, have the same sign, I'm going to subtract. So I have 6x minus 6x, which cancels out. I have 2y minus 18y, which is going to give me a negative 16y. All right, so now I have 28 minus 108, which gives me a negative 80. Going to divide both sides by negative 16. And I get y is equal to 5. All right, so remember from our previous lesson, we have to go back to the original equation. So you can use either one. You just can't use the equation where you multiply so that you could cancel out. All right, so I'm going to use 2x plus 6 times 5 is equal to 36. 2x plus 30 is equal to 36. Minus 30 on both sides. I get 2x is equal to 6. Divided by 2, divided by 2. And I get, oops, that x is equal to 3. All right. So I get the ordered pair of 3, 5. All right. So it's saying, what is the promotional price? Let me slide my screen up just a little bit. Of a small candle and of one large candle. All right, so we know that a small candle costs $3 and a large candle costs $5. All right, so that concludes our lesson on systems of equations word problems. Now it's time for you to summarize what you learned from today's lesson.